Hello there! Fortnite Season 7 is evolving. With only a few days until Ariana arrives, the alien invaders and IO are taking no prisoners, with drastic changes to both the map and the impending war between them. This is now week 9 of the season, so sit your butt down for 10 minutes, slap code ADAMARU in the store to help my random nonsense, and let's break down what's new to the story in this update. Like usual, the first thing you'll notice is an update to the lobby screen, and it's just a taste of things to come, because it's true, Slurpee has been changed just a little. You probably won't notice. Okay, the mothership has ripped it completely out the ground. Everything is currently floating in the air. The slurp liquid is falling upwards into the sky as gravity works differently here now. IO have already arrived. They set up outposts and are watching from outside the zone, with launch pads ready to jump in. IO are always watching. And so are these guys. Hell yeah, the henchmen are back yet again and are now leading their own studies. Last week, Bill, or is it Ted, somehow figured out Slone's scientific equations and has taken that whiteboard all the way over to the new look Slurpee. He's attempting to pass on his knowledge to Ted, or is that Bill? But this dude ain't too bright. Ted, is the smart one. At some point, we need to figure out which one is which. Oh, and it looks like we'll be helping the bromance in a challenge this week. One of Deadpool's cameras has an asset spot in replay mode just here, so we are coming back. And in the sky, look, there's diving hoop challenges again. Oh, great. Okay, so let's move on to the biggest news of the day. No, not that thing. This. The hashtag tiny chair is now minuscule. Just look at it, it's so teeny tiny. Thank you for this gift. We all challenged you to make this even smaller and you proved it was possible. Thank you very much for that. You have made an unbelievably small chair. Firm handshakes all round. If this is the last update to this Ant-Man sized chair, I'm a happy dude. But we're going to challenge you again all the same. Come on, Epic, make it smaller. I'll take the tiny chair on a tour of the island. It deserves it. This could be foreshadowing a shrinking ray gun. I need that in my life. Okay, so the real wow factor of the day is the Grabatron. It finally arrived this week. We saw it in the trailer yonks ago, and now it's here. And look, you can catch a rocket mid-air. I won't dwell here, there'll be a million creators covering this weapon today, so instead, please send me dumb stuff you can do with the Grabatron. I feel that's a good title for a video. Dumb stuff you can do with the Grabatron. During this week, one of the strangest updates was added. I'm sure you've seen the Bushranger walking around near risky reels. Well, a few days ago, he stopped completely and was replaced with this, a gravesite, complete with flowers and this ominous music. If you've been keeping up to date with the Ranger, you'll know he has a long history in Fortnite. Back in Season 2 of this chapter, we could see Bushranger hiding in the shadows, watching everything and reporting back to an unknown individual. He's such a master of disguise, you can't tell when he's blending in. Look, he's here. Bushranger has been here on the island for so many seasons since his introduction, but last week he received his own challenges, which were to collect records and parenting books, and this one was the most important, looking after an alien egg of some sort. Those who are OG players will recognise this as an old dragon egg from Chapter 1, and those hybrid skins that hatched from that. And then suddenly, Bushranger's story went cold. He's now in a ditch in an unmarked grave. Can we also make a note that somebody has buried his body? The shovel sits nearby and confirms either a passerby took the time to bury him, or more realistically, this is part of a bigger plan, and the Bushranger needed help. And lo and behold, that's not the end of the story, because today in the update, things make a little more sense. Kinda. Check back and you'll see the resting place of the Ranger is now the birthplace of the Ranger. His sapling is now regrowing, it's definitely him, it's the exact same style, and it looks like the resurrection of Bushranger is imminent, unless he was taking cuttings of himself to make himself a partner, like Adam and Eve. I may be going too deep into this, we need to think about it. What's the law here? What the hell is going on, Epic? A small little update now in a very peculiar place. The small farm on the hill has been an important spot for the season, with many alien-related elements coming here. But one thing which I still do not understand are the structures around it. We first noticed that these look like player-made builds, like we used to make in Save the World, and right now this spot has evolved again. It's like a farming version of Hutwatch. Maybe not. I get a feeling that this is evolving into a new location for next season, and the workmanship here will continue to improve and hopefully look a little bit more professional next time. It's been suggested that the aliens, who now can be pretty much anyone on the island, are mimicking loopers and slowly learning how to build. They aren't cranking 90s just yet, but it's a 10 out of 10 for effort for me. Like usual, let's keep an eye on it. Next, onto this week's challenges, and something important to note from Dr. Slone. She says the DNA of the island is being corrupted. They're preparing to terraform everything. Sloane's totally right. Since the first egg was laid, the mothership has repeatedly attempted to create a world sustainable to the aliens, eventually reshaping Holly, adding their homeworld gravity fields. We already know that Coral Castle and the secret bunker under the farming area are on the list of places to be changed to suit those alien invaders. But we have more to add to this now. Check out this audio from Slone to give us more context.
I have weapons in development that may be capable of bringing down the mothership. All you need to do is convince the aliens to bring them on board. Voluntarily.
The message starts off as a way to use IO tech on the mothership, but soon becomes clear Slone is now preparing to crash the mothership into the island.
One minor detail. If we take down the mothership, the crash landing is not going to be pretty. A few billion tons of flaming debris crashing into the island is bound to cause some problems.
That will lead to many map changes. If you've been keeping up with Slone, it's unclear whose side she's actually on. She's most definitely loyal to IO, at least for now, but we also know she's in cahoots with Lex Luthor from the DC world and has opened a rift to Metropolis. And guess who arrives this week? Superman. Whatever game Slone is playing, it's going to be revealed very soon. We should also note that IO actively wiped the memories of characters who know too much. Like Bunker Jonesy, the man who set most of this in motion by predicting the future is now a shell of his former self, wiped from existence. I don't think it'll stay like that because Bunker Jonesy knows so much he likely had a backup plan just in case this happened. Oh, and to add to this, have you seen the Meowsles Morsels ads on the island? This looks like a challenge that will be linked to the law. This could be an ad for ad's sake, but we know that the aliens are addicted to cat food, so this is either a ploy by the aliens, or in my humble opinion, this is one of Sloane's and IO's plans to capture those infiltrators of the imagined order. All I know is, I kinda want some tuna fish right now. One last thing, leakers have uncovered references to the return of Kevin the Cube. We all believed it for a while now, but now there's more evidence should we need it. Sounds of the Cube have recently been added, Kevin will return, and by the looks of it, so will the Storm King. He's coming to Ariana's concert on Friday. Maybe this was what Raz was trying to do last season. He may be an evil brute, but he does love some generic pop music like everyone else. The concert could be a one and done kind of thing, or it could give us an insight into other dimensions in the story, and maybe we'll find out where the Cuddle Team leader went before returning all super badass charged. Right, I'm Adam, you're awesome. These guys are legends. Thank you for sticking with me and using code ADAMARU on my content, which has been crap this season, but I will improve, you have my word. I'm going to break the Grabatron now. I'll see you in game. Ta-ta!